going up, guys? It's Improve from Improve Gaming, and welcome back to another. Why do I keep going Irish now? At the start of every episode, I've been trying to go Irish for some reason. The stereotypical Irish. So, today's Christmas Day for you guys. For me, it's Saturday. Confused my mum last week with that one, actually. Quite a funny one, that. But, so, since it's Christmas, let's actually talk about Christmas stuff. So, it's actually quite... I can't really talk about Christmas stuff without it being Christmas. It feels weird. You know what? In that case, because I can't think straight off the head, Mum. I couldn't think, like, it's meant to be for Christmas Day, this episode, but I can't think off the top of my head what to talk about, because if they talk about Christmas that hasn't happened, how am I supposed to?
If anyone's got any games, Disney or Music League, Valkyrie,
Pokemon Go, you got Damachi. There's so many Christmas events. I do know.
So many events on, and at the moment, there's so many gifts. I can't wait to find out what Disney's giving out. Especially as we're doing Star Wars at the moment.
So, because the Star Wars film has just recently been released, it's now becoming a Christmas fad. Every 2 years, a new Star Wars film comes out. It's becoming a fad. But the thing is, with the Star Wars series, I don't mind watching it, but I'm not.
This is supposed to be the final.
I'm not a fangirl. That's all I can say. I'm not a fangirl. Like, a lot of people may claim they're, like, massive fans, but when it comes down to it, everyone's own brain goes to what they prefer, and they customize the film themselves.
I like the old, when it first started.
I now know what I'm going to say.
It was new.
So, one of the biggest examples of this for Christmas is, let's base off my dad, The Christmas Carol, Scrooge.
The thing is, it's not a Scrooge.
I know he loves Christmas, but it's funny doing this. He even knows it's a joke. Right, on that note, basically my dad's an accountant. He loves doing Christmas stuff. He loves Christmas, and I need 6. How many do I need them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. My dad loves Christmas in overall. So
We try to find as many different Scrooge films as we
there's
can.
so many different Scrooge films. I think one of my dad's favorite is Patrick Harrod. Not Pat.
He's all like Albert Finney.
Wait, no,
Like,
the
that's not
Star
what
Trek,
happened. Oh,
the Muppets one.
oh, I know you mean Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. I know my dad's trying to stay in the back room quiet, but I'm pretty sure that's one of my dad's favorite versions of it, isn't it?
You like the Kate Winslet one?
Yeah, the Kate Winslet song, What If. Such a gorgeous song. And
Such a new tone on it.
yeah, like, you have so many different versions of it, and people are like, oh, but you got this, it. But there's so many different tents. But when you look at the first ever Scrooge,
We were looking at one the other day.
the first Scrooge was literally a book about him. But the actual film, it wasn't dead fancy. It wasn't dead like, oh my god, fabulous time. It wasn't like that. Don't even know why I did that.
Quite good. And back then, it was more true to how it was then. If someone broke into your house, all you had to do was shout for the police, and
Yeah.
the police actually ran into your house,
And they would come.
and they would come. And this film was the only film that I've ever seen
Do it recently. I know,
And
it's
it was from, was it 1937 or 1938?
38.
38?
And it was such a good film. It just made me realise that. But now, the Scrooge films, it's all happy, dancing, jolly and all that. When you look at the old films, I don't want to sound nasty, hashtag nasty, I was about to say.
Some of the old
Nasty
black
on that.
and whites are better than what some of the coloured films are.
The the old films where they've gone, yes, this is Scrooge. Scrooge is a dastardly person. He is a humbug. He's this. when you look back at it,
He never had a happy childhood
Scrooge
himself.
is the stereotypical type where Scrooge was actually forced into what he did from his dad.
Because his dad blamed him.
His dad blamed Scrooge for his mother's death. Because Scrooge was apparently as kind and caring as his mum. And it's just amazing how it's changed from something that's wholesome and all that.
No, well, that's the dog's freaked out.
What was that?
No idea. But they got freaked.
I heard something drop.
Mm-hmm.
Anything behind the cage?
No, I didn't say.
So at the moment,
They got 3 freaked out dogs.
I'll admit this. One of the things that gets me slightly annoyed is the fact that Scrooge was a series where saying
It was about finding someone's Christmas spirit.
it was literally making not
money,
making
not anything like that. It was about finding happiness.
and
what Christmas
now
really means.
it's about
Money.
Scrooge. It goes,
It's all about money.
what was it? In the hall? Something back there, I'll grab it then. Scrooge is like, oh, Tiny Tim's hurt. I'm now gonna spend all the money in the world. I'm not being nasty, yes, Tiny Tim did need the money to help him get better, but Christ.
It was all about goodness. Now it's all about what you can get out of life.
How much money you can make.
Who's going to spend what on who, and nothing's
Um,
good enough unless it's got a $1 billion.
I'll admit, one,
connected.
like, our favourite, which one was it that you were saying before this singing one? The one where it goes, there goes Mr. Humbug, there goes Mr. Grimm. There's a,
Oh, was that the American one that tried doing it?
tap dancing on the coffin.
Oh, that one. That one's Albert Finney.
Albert Finney.
No, that wasn't that one.
That was.
No, that song's not in that
I'm
one.
sure it was.
No.
Albert Finney. It literally gets down to the point.
That is a really good one.
It does it in a cheerful way, but it gets to the point where it's still dark. It's still a dark film.
I think one of the darkest, I was watching it with a close friend yesterday, and we actually watched the new one with Jim Carrey.
Close friend.
Basically,
Oh.
we realised it is how dark they'd actually made that Scrooge.
The Jim Carrey one.
It was all done with one person, most of it.
Jim Carrey.
He
Which
did
one?
most of the characters for it, and we said it. All of it changed his face when they put a smile. As soon as they put a smile on his face, he was a changed person.
Which one?
Once he'd reformed.
Which one's the Jim Carrey one?
The new one. The one that was in 3D.
Oh.
Where he took on most of the characters. There was only a couple of actors in it. But he took most of the characters that were in it.
Don't want to sound nasty or biased, but not gonna lie, Jim Carrey is still a good actor.
He is a good actor, but I don't think it should have been him. I think there should have been a lot more actors in it.
It's like there's a lot of actors out there that people go, oh, they're terrible actors. Why? And it's like the actor, in your opinion, may be terrible, but you still can't deny the qualities. Because some actors you're going, oh, they're terrible. You don't even recognise who they are.
Where Jim Carrey, doesn't matter who he plays, he always looks like himself.
But Jim Carrey's done it, so he does. Because he always wants to bore.
He is very talented. But I didn't realise how dark it was. I really watched it properly. I didn't realise how dark the storyline was on it, and how they made him be what he was in it. Where some of the others, yeah, it was dark, but it wasn't as dark as that one was.
Dead horse. I have a teleportation stone.
A what?
Teleportation stone. this graveyard keeper. I didn't even know it existed. I knew a YouTuber I watched literally uses it, but I didn't even know it. I thought it was a mod or something like that. No, it's an actual thing you can buy. Yeah, yeah. So just teleported to literally outside the place I was going to.
That's one way to get around.
But like, yeah,
I suggest everyone gets out their favourite films, have a good watch, and remember what
yeah, we're not putting
Christmas
any more
is
Christmas films
supposed
on for
to
you.
be.
Nope,
It's
no
about
more Christmas films for you.
caring,
No,
loving,
no more Christmas films for you.
and family.
You've had them on since November.
I have not.
But on that note, guys, basically, who could have guessed? On that note, basically, guys, just have fun. Like, it's.
Enjoy family. Enjoy
I will
friends.
admit this. For the past few years, I've felt bad. Like my family have bought me presents and that good, like amazing friends, and I know I've been cheapskate on them because, I haven't had much money, so I can't complain. But this year, I know I've spent loads of money on them. Loads of money.
But you feel happy for what you've done.
No, I'd rather have the money.
You're in a better place.
No, I'd rather have the money back. Like
Whatever.
that money could go to a lot of things. Like it could go to charity, stuff like that.
Well, you do that as well as you can. You go out. You've often bought meals for people or drinks.
Like one that is actually a thing. Like I will go out, and if I've got the money change spare, I will literally go. Here we go, mate. Have this on me. I don't really need it, so you can have it, mate. Or I would go in if I've gone into Mackey's and there's been someone outside who is asking for money for food. I'll just go straight into Mackey's and just buy the food. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing personal type thing. It's not like but they could so and so.
It doesn't harm to give a bit of love.
It is more of the fact that it's something that a lot of people could learn to do. A YouTuber I watch recently, oh my god, I wish I had the amount of money to do it, is Mr. Beast. I have said it multiple times. Wow, he does a lot for the charity and for charitable groups and that. Like, he's gone in and bought enough supplies that filled up an entire storage for a homeless shelter.
You know what? Just giving somebody a hug means so much more than a load of money.
Still not going to give you a hug. You're not getting a hug.
Just even being polite to somebody. Remember out there, those people that work behind the tills and that, they work hard for us to be able to go in there. I've been on that section where you've had to work early hours, silly up Christmas Eve, and you're there until silly hours at night, and you don't have any time to get to your family, see to your family, and get stuff done. Just give them a bit of respect while you're out there. They just need someone to say please and thank you. It doesn't cost anything. Be polite while you're out there, guys. Don't shove, don't push.
Apparently it does nowadays. Apparently it does. It costs apparently street cred.
Well, if it means saying please and thank you to somebody, I don't care.
But
I'd rather be polite.
like my mum said, basically, in this time of the year, everyone forgets that everyone else is also in the same situation as them. A lot of people think, oh, so and so has this, but the truth is, they may have everything that you're after or you want.
But really, all you need
Well, you generally, it's not.
is nearest and dearest.
Yeah, no, that even I don't believe that one. Right, all you need.
Yes, you do.
All you need is basically just to more appreciate what you have over what you want. because you could want the world, all UK. You
When
could
you've got it, what do you do with it?
like. There's so many things you could want. So many things you could crave. But the problem is, it's not once you have it, what do you do with it? It's, do you still feel like you filled the hole that's missing? Everyone has a hole in them. Not literally. Except what? Yeah, there is one literally. But not like that. Everyone has a hole that they're trying to fill. And some people do it by giving money to charities. Some people do it by just doing donations to random people. Some people do it by building stuff to further. Some people do it by hanging out with friends. There's so many different things, and my finger's getting tired from holding this bun. Some people do it for just fill it by just making something good.
If you want someone to spend Christmas by themselves and you've got an extra room at the table, just ask them to come in, have a bit of dinner, a bit of family time.
Like, it generally doesn't harm to offer a hand. And believe it or not, I've said to my friend multiple times that they may love buying stuff, they might love getting stuff like that. But once you've worked for it, or if you've borrowed it and you're giving it back, and you know you're giving it back slowly, but you're still doing it over time, you feel a lot more at ease doing that than you do just stressing about. I know I'm gonna sound very harsh, but stressing about what shoes to put on. Like, you don't need to. This terminology is probably gonna go over most people's heads. You don't need to wear glass slippers. You don't need to have a white cape. This is really gonna go over a lot of people's heads, isn't it? You don't even need to have.
You don't need the finest and diamonds as long as you're clean, happy, and warm. All you need.
Actually, I was going to say all you need is just the people around you, but okay. Someone go cheap. Someone go fancy. But like you, as I was saying, you don't need loads. Like, someone could offer to get you loads. This is an example from me a while back, actually. A few years back, parents said, "Oh, what do you want?" And all that. And I went, "Can I just have a £15 CD?" And I'm not joking. That's generally all I wanted, only because music actually helps me. So, music's something that helps me relax and feel better at ease. So, in terms of speaking, that £15 CD was worth way more than a console or anything like that, because that helped me in the long run instead of just there to satisfy me for that short length of time. And do I ever regret it? No, I generally still want that £15 CD. But yeah, after a while. But it was still like, just all I wanted was a £15 CD. I got loads more, and I was just like, I generally will admit, I felt like I was given way too much for no reason. And it's the same with a lot of things. Like, as I said before, was it worth spending all that money? Nope. I'd rather have the money back and then spend it on better stuff, actually useful stuff. But it puts a smile on someone else's face. No.
Well, I know one little lady.
Kaya.
Then I've got a very big smile on somebody's face.
But it's just, one of those things you got. It's just one of those things that you wanna try to remember that. Yes, everything's now revolving. I know it's sad to say this, but yes, everything's now revolving around money. The more money you have, the more better you are. One of the films that shoves that back into place. I'm trying to think what it was. Well, Scrooge is one of the major versions of it. Like, the more money he had, the more he wanted more money. Because he wanted to keep filling that void in his heart. He wanted more and more money. Another one. Yeah. Another one I'd have to say would be, this is going to be actually showing quite a bit of my, showing the fact that I am 25, because it was released just before I was born, but it's still another one where money doesn't matter. It's more about your friends and family. It's, yeah, could not think what its name was. I can't think what its name is.
You made me forget it now.
Is it White Christmas? No, because that one's going, I'm dreaming of a white.
2 seconds, I'll think about it.
You know what? One better.
Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
I keep walking past it.
Right, around here it is. Keep going a bit more.
No, it's not you, go.
Keep going up.
I am. You know the one person that'd be great for this?
Wonderful Life.
Yeah, it's a Wonderful Life. It's a film where basically the main dude,
he doesn't realise how much of
is lost.
life he's got.
Yeah, his father's bank is in danger. He's gave up everything for the rest of his family, and he just snaps. That's it.
He doesn't realise he's got such a wonderful life. Sit there and thinks he's been hard done by life.
He thinks everything's been shoved onto him because no one else wants it. But he later then finds out through the film it wasn't shoved onto him. Everyone else was trying to take the burden from him. But he didn't see it like that. He saw it as everyone just doesn't want to do anything.
No, what it was he saved his brother's life, which helped in the war to save a lot of other people's lives. He helped a girl that would have been on the streets, but helped her out.
He saved his old boss from the candy shop.
Same boss from being done for manslaughter, given up the wrong medication for his own boss.
No, it was the boss's medication.
His own boss gave medication out because he just found out he just lost his son, and he couldn't concentrate on what he was doing. What he was he was the local pharmacist, and he forgot what medication he'd actually put. He grabbed the wrong jar, put the wrong medication in.
And it's just like a film like that.
It was about a greedy man who wanted what this.
He wanted the man's land, and but the thing is, years in the future, after it goes into, does it go into the future? No. Oh no, that's it. He also snapped her his children's teacher. I'm not gonna lie, that is a funny scene though. Like, I'm saying when he goes to the pub, later.
Oh no.
Like, he snapped at this teacher, and one of the guys that were there was the teacher's husband, and basically he goes, yeah, that's me. And the teacher's husband, after snapping at the teacher was crying and that he made her cry because he's under stress and pressure, because he doesn't realize what he's got waiting, how he can relax and have fun. And he puts the teacher under so much. He then lets it all out on the teacher, and the teacher's husband. It's one of the funniest scenes for me. Before he gets transferred to a world where he didn't exist, nothing's happened and that. Everything's gone backwards. Basically, the teacher's husband just walks up and just punches him, and as he punches him, everyone else in the bar, which you would have realised, you got an amazing go when everyone else in this bar comes and gets him, kicks him out the bar, and makes sure he's alright. You would have thought he would have lain there, but he doesn't. But anyhow, on that note, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe. One thing before I go is Happy Christmas. And hopefully you guys have had fun with your friends and family. I'll see you all next time. Bye.